Listen, baby, leave your head at the door. Don't say maybe.
We're live. We're live on your Facebook, Ronnie.
All
What's
right.
up?
Hi. Thank you for coming, Mr. Jake Lang. And the very controversial man we have here. Let me ask you something. APAC. What
Ronnie,
are you
that's
doing
not
at
no, no, no.
APAC?
That's not a good enough introduction for me. I need best friend. I need iconoclast. I need
Okay.
patriot. You know, Ardwar. Come on. Give me a
This is
proper introduction. You're talking to Jake Lang here. You're not
this
talking
is the
to
Jake Lang. This is the
Franklin
let me
the Turtle.
reframe. Yeah, let me reframe for our majesty over here. Mr. Jake Lang, the one and only. 4 years in solitary confinement.
No, 2 years, 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Let's get the myth right. 2.5 years, many years in prison, without a trial, fighting the U.S. government. Now U.S. Senate candidate and a provocateur of the highest order, and somebody that's been making national news lately because of your extremely controversial views and actions. And I wanted to ask you, can you allow me to take out a life insurance policy on you? You have a fatwa. I know I'm serious because I don't know what I would do without you. And we need to make sure we protect you financially and the people around you. Very much like how the Charlie Kirk organization has done it. You know, insulation. Once you get assassinated.
Listen, and then this is the first time I'm revealing this here. I have made a video already, a posthumous video already to be
Correct.
released. Yes, if I am unfortunately killed in the battlefield of saving white American Christians from the hordes of mongrels that have invaded our country.
Am I one of the good ones?
Yes, you have not invaded. You were invited. You are.
I was invited. I like that. I like that. I'm an invited, not an invader.
Invited guest.
I'll take it.
Invited guest.
I'll take it.
Not
Take it.
an American. So to
when they
speak.
come to take me to the concentration camps, and I rely on your voucher.
And yes, you can, but I don't know how far I'm going to make it either.
But I think think you'll be on the next train with me.
But listen,
problem.
So everybody that's listening and watching right now, Ronnie is one of my best friends and I love him dearly. So there's going to be an air of jubilation, of like non-serious kind of, fraternity here. But the topics we're speaking about, I still am very serious about, and I'm willing to die for them. And everybody knows that. So we're at late night here. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm just hanging out. I indentured servituded myself to Ronnie here to join his 2-person stream. Me and him are the most viewers he's ever had. 2 people.
Very good.
But anyway, this will be most likely
yes.
clipped out by our enemies and be like, see all. So anyway, and they're not going to take this part
watched.
either. They're going to take the clips and they're not going to give this explanation of, you're going to see how unserious she is and blah, blah, blah. But that's just what Clippers do.
The last time you were on my live stream, I think that was a very controversial clip. The only thing that was more controversial was the pig's head and the Quran. So explain, where did you come up with this idea, and where do you think this is going to go? Because this is
anyway, I was in the middle. I'm going to answer that, but I was in the middle of explaining this breaking news that I have already created a video to go out in my steed if I am taken from this earth. And all I can say about it at this point is that I'm not concerned with life insurance policies. I'm not concerned with candlelight vigils. There are other types of instructions in there. Let's just leave it there and leave it at that. My wish is, if I were to be taken early, there are other levels of instructions there and what I am calling for my people to do. So we'll leave it there. I think everyone can fill in the blanks. But yes, I don't, I don't want any candlelight vigils on my behalf. I don't want any sobbing, crying, grandmas, gathering and talking about Jake Lang one day. I want men to do what men do. So let's just leave it there and we'll move on to the next topic. But anyway, those are my wishes, and I would want my wishes to be respected by the people who will hear that message. God willing, no one will ever hear it because I'll be there to ride into Jerusalem on our Crusader horses and take the motherland back from the Jews and the Arabs. The Christians are taking
You
Jerusalem.
heard it here
Within
first.
my
The
lifetime,
Jews and the Arabs.
my ultimate movement, I think, in my life will be the moment when we announce the real crusade to take the motherland back from both the Jews and the Arabs. The Christians will take Jerusalem one day in my lifetime, if I can make it that far.
Would you safe to say that you see yourself like the Antichrist?
God forbid, in the name of Jesus, no. We are there to proclaim the territory of Jesus Christ, the living Son of God, Lord and Savior, and to, bring about a Christendom.
The reason why I ask is that's the Antichrist that's going to bring that about.
Well,
it's in the Bible. It's biblical.
It says in some ways, wondering but not by Christians though. But it says by that would be the true plot by those who would be mongrels. If mongrels were to try to take, yes, mongrels, godless heathens.
I think it was the Jews.
There's some level of mongrelity there.
Okay, all right. Well,
The book of Revelation talks about when the Jews are surrounded by all sides, and Jerusalem is being attacked not by Christians though, by mongrels, by muzzies, maybe by Somalian pirates. Probably by muzzies though.
The Somalians, they really did pirate us here in Minnesota.
So this is breaking news.
My good.
I can't say he's my friend because he's really a journalist that covers my thing, but he's somebody I respect, and I believe he respects me as well. And he's aligned on Christianity and conservative values.
Is he the one that broke this story, the Somalian?
Yes, Nick Shirley, who oft covers my events. He's covered a phenomenal.
That is phenomenal.
Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar should go to prison. Ilhan Omar's a congresswoman from Minneapolis.
Can we sit here and wonder? There's thousands of journalists in Minnesota. Where are these journalists? This is unbelievable.
I'm going to pull it up on my screen right now.
And it took a citizen journalist.
And I texted Nick today. I said, Nick, by God's grace, he has exalted you to become the most important journalist in America right now and in the world, quite honestly. I'm going to share my screen. And so you guys can see.
Amen.
But God has exalted this young man. He's 23 years old. Share screen. Now you're going to see some stuff on my screen and you're not allowed to repeat it anywhere. Share. Allow to share screen. There we go. All right. So you guys see my screen shared. Now you can see right there. That's a song that we're working on right there. Ronnie, you see that? You can see my screen?
I can see it. It's a beautiful song. Lovely song.
Well,
yes.
So anyway, that's not what we're here to share. We're here to share this. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look. See.
I saw
this. I saw this. This is unbelievable. So this kid is confronting these so-called nonprofits. You have 37 kids, 75 kids were the kids, and they're like nobody in there. There's this is unbelievable. It's how far does the rabbit hole go here?
The thing that's crazy is that Tim Walz was the Democrat nominee for vice president, right? And so you're talking about somebody that's complicit in hundreds of millions of dollars of fraud happening in Somalian daycares. That is, it would take an absolute blind retard to not have an understanding that a daycare that has zero windows, that has zero traffic on a weekday in the middle of the school year, right? That's supposed to have 99 children in it. That it is a complete front. It is a money laundering Democrat.
And how
front.
much money?
This guy was almost our vice president.
And how much money are they estimating that this
Hundreds of
reaches in
millions.
front? This is unbelievable.
Hundreds of millions in just one sector. In just
And
one
imagine,
sector.
okay, this is not Chicago. Imagine what's happening in California. If this is what they're uncovering in freaking Minnesota,
And-
can you
yeah.
imagine the graft that's happening in California and Chicago, in New York?
And they dare want to sit here and call you a grifter, Ronnie. Your grift is not even on the same epic proportions as theirs. Adult
Mine
AI,
is-
move over
Yes.
adult AI.
Hey.
We have child learning disability centers from Minnesota Somalian pirates.
Yeah, we have actual pirates. An actual Somalian pirate is taking over.
Look at me.
The state.
I run a daycare now.
Yeah, that's
I
what-
have the
look at
best
me, I
meat
am the
saved.
captain now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I know, but it's look at me. I run the daycare now.
I mean, dude, this is unbelievable. I have to give credit where credit is due, because they went from just like your typical like Somalian pirates with like hooks barely trying to get onto cargo ships to taking a whole state. You got to give them credit. They evolved their pirating.
Yeah, but where they did evolve their piracy, but it's not like this is the scheme that they cooked up. This is from globalist Marxist, George Soros backed, leftist, woke, false Jewish, Bolshevik, New World Order, Satanist cabals, right?
I hate the Bolsheviks.
All of the adjectives and denominators that you can find out.
100%.
It's all of those people that we've just mentioned and more. We can come up with more. We call them nowadays, we call them leftist Democrats, but basically they're being run by the puppet show of the Zionist, New World Order, central banking, false Jewish, Luciferian, Satanistic cabal that
I agree.
George Soros is part of, that Jeffrey Epstein's part of.
I think that it's also running the Republican Party. I think it's running both parties.
In almost every facet. The only thing that's different about the Republican Party is MAGA. You had MAGA break the mold. MAGA was able.
MAGA is beholden. Trump is beholden to Israel.
Ronnie, that's a great tobacco pipe you're smoking.
Beautiful tobacco.
I don't want to dodge the question. I would say this is what I'm going to say about that. Trump is the least beholden president to Israel we've ever had, because every other one was literally walked with an actual, leash by the Satanist cabal that is headed up in Israel, as well as CCP, China, Qatar. They're all at that level. They're all in the inverted, perverted, Masonic cabal there. And Israel is one of the main players. They are a big time player in the satanic cabal, the leadership of that, not the people, but the leadership. But I would say Trump is the least beholden to Israel president we've ever had. And that's saying a lot, because he's broken free of a lot of their, trying to do the Abraham Accords. They don't want peace there. They want continuous warfare and constant drama, so that they can continually siphon off our money, keep war going, and expand Israel to the Greater Israel Project. So
Trump you're going to AIPAC.
Yes.
Let's talk about this, because a lot of people are saying that they have you kissing the wall, giving the old to the
my
wall.
own best friend hits me with the kissing the wall interview. My own best friend. It's okay.
Hey,
I deserve it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Bring the wall.
The meme. This is the meme I keep seeing.
I'm going to Israel again, and this time I'm gonna do something else to the wall.
Oh, dude, we're not gonna do something crazy now, are we?
I'm gonna pighead the wall.
No, you're not, dude. You
think the Muzzies are bad? Get on the Jews' bad side.
I disavow this statement. You know what I would like to see?
No. You can't bring up smooching the wall and then not give me, my time to defend myself from such an inflame. First of all, back when that happened 11 years ago, Christianity and Christians, we didn't have Nick Fuentes. Okay, let me just start there. We did not have Nick Fuentes back then. We did not have the intense freedom of speech journalism that you have on X and on Instagram and whatnot that we have nowadays. We did not have people breaking down how that, first of all, the wall kissing is a sign of fidelity to a foreign government that does not have our best interests at heart. But we did not have this information provided to us. Back then, a good Christian would be somebody that would go to Jerusalem, right? And like and immerse themselves in the experience of like the Western Wall and going to Bethlehem and going, to the Jordan River and doing the baptism there and stuff. Back then, 11 years ago, we didn't have this information to us, and we still saw Christendom. America still had this perception that that's what a faithful Christian would do. And at that point, I actually went with my Jewish side of my family to go over there to have a family vacation. And I was just partaking the same way as if you're in Ireland, you go and kiss the Blarney Stone if you're Irish, right? Even if you're an Irish American, you go over there, everybody, Japanese do it.
Okay. All right.
No, but it's part of the rite of passage to being in that area. If you go to Jerusalem, everybody goes and kisses back then because it wasn't seen as this like soul transfer, like as a Mossad agent or as like you're beholden to Israel. It's just like, hey, I'm on vacation and this is what everybody's doing because this is like one of the world's most famous and greatest religious sites. Jesus literally walked in the footsteps of where we were. He had at times been at that wall as well. He actually spoke about that exact wall coming down, not one stone.
You weren't dressed like a Christian in that photo. You were dressed.
Yes, I was dressed as a Jew in that photo because I do have a Jewish side of my family, and it was like a basically a tourist trap. You go there. I didn't go dressed like that. They put all that stuff on you. No, it was a tourist trap. It's literally.
This is funny. This is funny.
No, you go there, and like every Jewish person is heckling you to try to get you to like buy the, get your bar mitzvah on the Wailing Wall. Somebody's going to do it for 300. No, somebody undercuts him for 275. Then another Jew comes swinging out of the trees. He's got you for 250. And so they supply, all of the necessary ingredients for this, this ceremony. But it's really just like going into Times Square and like Elmo berating you until you take a photo with Elmo. I'm not kidding. It was like the ultimate shiesty sheckling that they could do. And I got it's hilarious. It's the truth.
It's a great story.
I went there.
This is a great story.
There with my family.
You got famoosed.
I got famoosed at the Wailing Wall. And then but like I did it as like for like a family, like my 80-year-old Jewish grandmother hobbling with me in the streets of Jerusalem. Oh, bubbly, you should get your picture on the Wailing Wall. And I'm like, okay, grandma, like it's just something to do. Nowadays, as a Christian, conservative, right-wing influencer and crusader, the last thing I would do would go out to Israel on one of the paid Netanyahu trips and and go out there and do the song and dance and say how great Israel is and their strongest ally. Like, because the optics have shifted so much, the information that has been provided to me and to the world about the true nature of Israel and some of their, they're over the shadow hand that's over us in the deep state government makes it so that, I'm kind of disgusted with those optics. And, it's very disheartening to me that, that those optics are out there because it shows something that's truly not me. I'm an all-American right-wing, like super soldier for the crusader, keeping white America white and keeping Western civilization white and free and full of life and love and Christianity. But
where does a brown man like me? Where does a brown man like me fit into your white Christian America?
I'll visit you and I'll visit you.
I gotta go to Mexico.
Tijuana. Yep, I'll see you in Tijuana, brother.
I can't do that because I don't speak Spanish. What do I do? Where does Ronnie Salmon
use Duolingo? Duolingo is for you, bro.
No, I gotta stay here.
No. All seriousness, America is a different makeup than Europe. So we should be a super majority white, but we don't need to be like Poland should be always 99% white because that's what Polish people are. America should always be 75 to 80% white, and we can have room for people like you as long as you're not selling OnlyFans adult subscription models. Immediate deportation for AI.
Straight to Auschwitz.
No. if I was not Auschwitz, we don't do that. We just want you back in the jungles of Nicaragua or wherever the hell you're from. No, really,
Okay.
no. If you don't exude American values and you're not part of the this amazing experiment that is conservative, family valued Christian America, even being a brown man like you are, then you got to go home. Even natural born citizens, like natural born, Americans, because you aren't a natural born American. But even if you were a brown natural born American,
do I
and you
make
hated
the
our
cut?
country, you got to go home.
Do I make the cut for you, Jake?
Yes, because of J6. Other than that, you would be
Other
on
than-
immediate deportation list.
Freaking-
You have forever won your citizenship here and your safety from like the right wing like crusader squads that are coming, and they're coming because we're here. You are always going to be on on Santa's nice list because like you stormed the Capitol and punched a red shirt in the face, red coat tyrant, to protect our country. So you showed more guts and bravery than many have, and so we respect you for that.
Amen. Thank you. And I will be cashing in that ticket if that day comes.
Yeah, I mean, but too much adult AI porn stuff will like start to negatively balance out your patriotism to like societal toxic waste dump, brown man, and you're gonna have to go home. So don't play your hand because it's a scale.
Don't overplay adult AI. I put that in my notes right here.
Good, because
right
your scale, your social credit score, right, will be dramatic. You'll eventually get down into that place of like
credit score.
The social credit score will be like you'll go into undesirable brown. You'll be an undesirable brown.
Right,
undesirable brown. And then you'll have to be excommunicated back to the jungles of Nicaragua.
I've never even heard of such a thing. Okay, so right next to
Ronnie, we're capping out at 4 viewers here.
I'm doing very well with my viewers here. This is peak Ronnie.
If I shared this on my Facebook, there would be 20,000 viewers in 10 minutes. I'd be getting clipped all over the internet.
Well, you're the famous person.
No,
you gotta share it.
No.
Oh no,
I can't. No. I won't. I can't. And I won't.
Why? Why won't you do it?
Because
you said right here.
This is not a professional enough of a format for me.
You said best friend.
Yes.
In fact, you insisted on the introduction, best friend.
Yes, you are my best undesirable brown
best friend. It's actually not how you framed it. It said best friend. I took the note right next to
Ronnie. Best undesirable brown. That's what your award is.
Very desirable brown. I'll have you know.
I don't know.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about it because
let's talk about it.
You're willing to create a social decay and societal rot and make money off it.
Fake, false news.
You're selling porn.
Very incredibly wrong.
You're selling porn. You look like Ron Jeremy. First of all, let's start right there. You look like brown Ron Jeremy.
Totally willing to accept that aesthetic opinion of me, and thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. And wrong. Your assessment's wrong, Mr. Jake Lang. And the reason is you've got to end women being victimized by this terrible industry. And the way we do that is replace them with pieces of code.
Any normal. Oh, there we go. I just changed the aesthetic right there. Different Christmas.
Very good. Very good. Thank
you.
Any
normal person, any logical person can see where you're going there, but it's like feeding a cage. So the problem is, all right, let's get deeper philosophically here. Sure. Is the problem protecting women and women selling their soul online as porn models?
Part of it.
Or no. Of course that's part of it.
Okay, fair enough.
But is the problem really
we descend, baby? Leave your head at the door. Don't say maybe. Know thyself if you dare. baby.